has been so good. Girl, just ain't good enough. So very good to me. God has had my back in the midst of my enemies, and I ain't even have to be there. I have roamed many cities.
Yes, come on now.
But God took care of
God
me
took
and my
care
children.
of me and my
I'm so
family.
connected to
I'm so connected to this air that I breathe, the oceans and the seas.
the mountains, the skies.
Remember, I told y'all to make a playlist for the Do Your Big One, and that's the first song on mine. The first song on mine. You know, just in gratitude, just being kind of. It's been an interesting year. It's been a real interesting year, y'all. So I'm just grateful, grateful for being able to get through it. I lost my mother this year, and everything else kind of pales in comparison to that. But I got through it, or I'm getting through it. I have my mind and everything. So that's the first song on my playlist. It's just, God has been so good. God has been so good. And that's like the perfect segue into what we're going to be talking about today. I am so sorry that I need a napkin or something, y'all. I don't have nothing, but I'm sorry that it took me so long to get these videos uploaded. I've been, dealing with a lot when it comes to like work. Work has been really, really busy for me, so I haven't had a chance to really focus in, to do these videos. So I apologize that I'm going to be cramming in steps 4, 5, 6, and 7 pretty much on one video. But they're all pretty quick steps. They don't take a whole lot of energy, so I'm sure we'll be able to get through it. Now my makeup is burning my eyes. But yeah, so we're gonna move, flow through these, because tomorrow is the solstice, and so at the same time I'll be uploading step number 8, which will be what we're gonna do over the solstice at the same time. So I'll do that right after I finish recording this video. But make sure y'all have y'all playlists put together, because that's going to help kind of, bring you back to center when it's time for you. If you ever get off track or whatnot, it's a real easy way to kind of bring you back, because just the act of creating it for the manifestation is intention, right? So that's setting an intention. So that has some power in it as well. So just make sure that you do that, so that you have some music, and you can always add to it. So, even if you just have a couple songs, and I only have like 3 on mine right now. So, it switched to Jeezy. Hold on, y'all. I gotta stay in the moment. Just a second. All right. So let's get started. I'm sorry, y'all. My hair keeps going into my eyes. I am not just being vain and rubbing on my hair. It just keeps falling in my face. So that's why I keep doing that. All right. Let's start with step number 4. Okay. So we ended with some clarity exercises, right? So that's the last thing that we did, was kind of clarify what it is that we want to manifest in the year. And hopefully you all had a chance to do the glow up budget, or you've had a chance to just write down what it is that you're looking to do, or you wrote your Facebook announcement. Hopefully you had a chance to do some of those exercises, because if you did, then you have some clarity on what it is that you want to manifest. And if you did it correctly, right? If you did it in the right state of mind, right? If you did your reflection before actually going into clarity, you probably felt your energy raising. Okay. Let me know in the comments. Let me know, below if you felt like as you were doing the clarity exercise that you started to get happy, you started to get excited, you started to feel some joy as you were going through it, because that's kind of it's a message, so to speak, that you are headed in the right direction when it comes to what it is that you're looking to do. You don't want to have anxiety attached to the things that you're looking to manifest. You don't want to have fear attached to it. You want what it is that you're manifesting to take you up, right? To take you up in energy. Okay. So if you starting to feel that, kind of that happy spirit or whatnot, then that means you're ready to move on to step number 4. What is step number 4? Real simple. Step number 4 is really just about making sure that you are in alignment. The things that you want to manifest are in alignment with what God has called for you. Okay. And so this is really just kind of about, how to know that what you're calling to yourself is what you're supposed to be working towards, right? Are you looking at, are you skipping steps, or are you on track? You know what I'm saying? And so what I just mentioned about like just having that feeling, that is one of the things that we're going to look for. So how do we know that we're in alignment, that we are, that we are manifesting things that the universe is going to, or God is in, support of? And number 1 is synchronicities. We just talked about that, right? Look for synchronicities. Okay. One of the examples that I'll give you all is I put on Facebook when I was looking to do this challenge. I put on Facebook, I said, that I wanted to do a challenge to walk people through how it is that I manifest for the upcoming year, and I was like, should I do it? It does take some energy to do this. Like, should I do it? A lot of people are probably not gonna, follow through with it. Is it worth it? And I put that, I kind of put that out there on Facebook, and someone very close to me, before they had a chance to see my post on Facebook, called me, probably an hour after I put that on there, and said, hey, can you show me how to manifest? Can you show me how you do your manifestation, for the year? And that was a confirmation. That's what I mean by a synchronicity, right? When you put something out there, does the universe then come back and tell you yes? The answer is yes, right? Because my thing was, should I do it? And then somebody showed up asking me to do it. That's how the universe is communicating. Yes, somebody out there needs to hear this. Even if, even though there's not 20 million people following or whatnot, which I don't think I want to get that big anyway. But even if there are not, 20 million people following, if there's one person that's going to be able to change their life, that's going to create a ripple effect. If I can help you change your life, your new life is going to affect the people around you, your kids. Then your kids are going to raise their kids differently, and so on and so forth. So just by helping one person, that's all I care about. If I can just get one, then it was all worth it. Okay. And so that was the universe's way of coming back and saying the answer is yes. And so this is why we're doing this today. Right. Other synchronicities, numbers, angel numbers. Once you started to reflect on these things, did you start to see angel numbers? Did you start to see, I don't know, did you start to see birds, or, was there something that came back that gave you a yes, that let you know that this was something that that is for you, right? So when you start to see kind of like these, numbers or synchronicities, that can help to put your mind at ease and let you know what it is that you need, or that you're heading in the right direction. And then synchronicities can also come to tell you no, right? If, as soon as you said that you wanted to do this or that, if you turned around and, something crashed, I don't know, something like that, like there are signs, right? So I want you to start looking for the signs and interpret them from your heart, right? Your heart will tell you if it's a yes or a no. So I know that kind of seems vague. If you have a question about a synchronicity that has come up since you've done your clarification exercise and you want to run it by me, feel free to do so. But really, that's going to take me into the next, the next part of this, getting confirmation step, or step number 4. But into it, right? How does it feel? Do you feel like you're in alignment? Because that's the most important part. When you feel like you're in alignment, then you are where you're supposed to be. For those of us who are Christians, the Bible says God doesn't give us the spirit of fear, but of power and of love and of sound mind. Are you in sound mind, right? Is your mind at peace when you're thinking about this thing? Do you feel power, right? Do you feel love? Do you feel peace? Do you feel a sound mind? That means that God is in the midst. That means that you are in alignment. Okay. And so that is another way to verify. And divine order. Here's the thing. Some of the things that you're looking to do, maybe you put down, you want to make $1 million, which, hey, you could make $1 million, right? Perhaps next year, something's going to happen to put you in place to make the $1 million. So this goes back to the concept of divine order. If you are not good with money right now, and you're asking to manifest $1 million, is the universe going to trust you with that? It's probably not the best time. Maybe the thing that you're going to need to do is get good with money, budgeting, things like that. So just make sure that you understand the concept of divine order so that you're not frustrated. It's not a no. It's not, usually it's not a no. Most of the times when you do get something back from the universe that says not now, it just means there's something else that you need to do before you can get that thing that you're looking for. So I'm gonna give you an example. A friend of mine she had just gotten married, and her husband, I think he had to go overseas or something. He was deployed or something crazy like that. And so when he came back, they ended up moving in with his parents or something like that. While they were looking, to buy a house, and she was trying to get pregnant. And, she had got to the point where she was like, am I infertile? What's going on here or whatnot? And, eventually she not necessarily let it go, but she just didn't allow it to consume her as much as she probably was previously. And, once they ended up buying the house, she got pregnant within a month or two. It was no time, right? Sometimes God is just saying hey, you're not where you need to be in order for this thing that you're asking for to be fruitful. So don't be surprised. Okay. And this is kind of getting ahead of ourselves, but even just in spirit, right? Don't be surprised if you sense that there's something else that you need to do before you can do that big thing, because it's probably the case. Okay. So I just want you to kind of get okay with, getting the confirmation it is that you need. Are you having dreams, right? Are there thoughts that are starting to come to your mind, just kind of out the blue? Get your notebook. Remember, I told you to have a notebook. Get your notebook. Write down any ideas that come up just out the blue, ideas and things like that. Sometimes your confirmation will come that way. And listen to some of the random things that you hear people saying, did somebody just give you the answer to one of your questions? So that's step number 4. Step number 4 is to listen for God's confirmation. Listen for confirmation that you are in alignment, because guess what? Alignment is a road opener. When you're in alignment, everything that you touch turns into gold. Okay? All right. Step number 5. So, all right. So step number 5. Let's kind of level set on your beliefs. This one's going to be quick because we're going to spend more time during the actual ritual part, when we're, kind of talking about this. So step number 5. Are you asking for the right thing? So let's level set on like your beliefs, right? For instance, when we're manifesting for experiences, okay? We're not manifesting for certain things, which I know this is going to be a little counterintuitive because in the clarity, we did just write down everything it is that we're looking to manifest. But when we put the power into it and the energy into it, we're putting the energy into the experience, into the feeling, into how it's going to change, our lives or our circumstances and how it's going to impact us. So what I mean by that is like, yes, you might have written down your glow up number. But when we go to actually set the intentions and we move forward with this, we're looking at the actual experience. So this is why I had you walk through kind of the scavenger hunt, if you would, because you want to lean on that, right? Money is not real. Okay. So I am not a big fan of manifesting money because money is a means to an end. We manifest experiences around here, right? What are you going to use the money for? You know how much it is that you need. That's fine. But we got to go deeper than, hey God, I need $10,000 next month. What is it for? Right? You want to have a plan, and then we're going to do a completely different video on this or whatnot, because money is an intelligent energy and it respects those who actually have a plan for it. But that's another video. But for you all right now, when we think about what we have, the plan that we have, again, to go back to circle back on the other video, it helps us to be more confident. Okay. And so I just want to make sure that as we are, getting into the actual intention setting part, that we understand that we're manifesting for experiences instead of, let's see. So money is exchange of energy. Anything can be exchanged. But you want to manifest the experience. What if you win the car, right? Maybe you don't need to actually have the money to buy the car. What if you win it? You still gonna get the car, right? Or for instance, I wanted to go on a trip or something like that, and I manifested actually winning a trip at work. If I was asking for money for that, you know what I'm saying? Like, who knows how long it would have taken me to get it, or if I would have been open to actually winning a trip. So you want to manifest experiences and not just money, because money it's the easiest, is really the easiest thing to manifest once you get this part down pat, right? When you understand you're manifesting for experiences, then the money comes because it's just real easy. It's the easiest way for the universe to get you what you need, right? It doesn't have to move around a lot of things in order to get you money. But the universe needs to know, what does she need this money for? So I know I spent a lot of time on that, a lot more time than I was expecting, but basically what I'm trying to say is focus on the experience. I want you to get really, focused around the actual experience, the feelings that you're going to get behind it. Again, we're going to spend more time on that later. Step number 6, gratitude. This is the most important step. Okay. This is the most important step. If you don't do anything that I said on this video today, you have to do this. This is required. Gratitude. Okay. I want you to write down a gratitude list. What are the things that you're grateful for? Right. So I started this video, talking about how I'm grateful to just be in a sound mind after losing the person that gave me life. Right. I'm grateful for that. I'm grateful for so many other things, tied to that. I'm grateful that I got a chance to see her one last time. I'm grateful that I called her the night before she passed away. I'm grateful for so much, even from the most traumatic experience of the most traumatic experience of my life, easily. Still have gratitude, right? So I want you to find gratitude in everything that happened to you this year, that happened for you, that happened with you, that happened around you. Even if you're grateful for the things that happened to other people, I want you to write that down. We just want to get into a state of gratitude. The thing about it is, when you get into a state of gratitude, it elevates your energy. And the higher your energy is, the more powerful you are when it comes to manifestation, because manifestation starts in the imagination. And you always see the imagination being, modeled above our heads. So the higher your energy rises, the easier it is for you to get to those things, to be able to pull it down and create it and bring it into your reality. So high vibrational energy, especially into tomorrow, right? It's, again, I'm going to do another video to talk about what we're doing tomorrow, but get into your gratitude. So you're going to do a gratitude list. Maybe just do a gratitude meditation. Like, I think on YouTube, you can find like some gratitude meditations to listen to, or you can just sit by yourself and just think of all the things that you're grateful for. Speak out loud about what it is that you're grateful for, or you can do a prayer, right? Just go to God, whomever it is that you serve, go to your ancestors, go to your guides, and just say, hey, I want to sit with y'all today. I want to sit with you today and just tell you what I'm grateful for. This is what I'm grateful for. And I'm grateful for, you being with me all year, or whatever the case might be. So spend some time praying in gratitude. Don't ask for anything. This is not where we're manifesting. We're not asking for anything. You simply write what it is that you're grateful for. Okay? This is required, but this is it's a key. You have to do this. And step number 7. All right. So we got to get prepared for our rituals over the next week. Okay? So the first thing that we want to do is, we want to prepare and consecrate our tools, the things that we're using. I'm sorry, guys, my brain. So prepare for the intention setting activity. What are you going to do? So I like to do a vision board, but I also like to do an Abraham Hicks focus wheel sometimes, or maybe you just want to do a candle ritual, or maybe you want to do a spiritual bath, or maybe you want to do some other type of ritual that you like. But I want you to go out and get everything it is that you need for your particular ritual, what it is that you decide to do. So I'm going to do another video, just because we're at the 25 minutes on this one. I'm going to do another video where we're going to talk about the rituals that you're going to actually do and how to do them. So I probably just do a video for each. But, let's start with going to get your magazines, go to get your board, go get your glue, your scissors, whatever it is that you need, so that you have it, so you don't have to go out during the solstice energy, which starts tomorrow. And then you want to kind of consecrate or protect the energy of the tools that you're using. So I do this with, gemstones, or you might want to do this using some salt. You may want to just pray over it, that this, I'm going to be using this tool for, manifesting my biggest year ever next year. God, guides, ancestors, be with me as I work through these activities, lift the energy on these tools to help me draw in what it is that I'm looking to do. Okay. So just, you want to do that when you get your tools, but start thinking about what it is that you want to do. I recommend a vision board. It's very powerful, tried and true. A vision board, if you have several things that you want to manifest, but if there's like one thing, that's really, really like, you have to have this one thing, I would recommend the Abraham Hicks focus wheel. I'm going to do a video on how to powerfully manifest with both. I might even do a candle. I might do a candle too, show you how I use my candles. And then from there we'll be ready. But I also want you all to be very protective of your intentions, okay? Manifesting is a form of pregnancy. And for those of you who follow me on, anywhere on social media, you know that I'm into astrology quite a bit. And in astrology, there are different houses that represent different parts of our lives. And the 12th house represents your mother's pregnancy with you, right? The 12th house represents the mother's pregnancy with you. Like when she was walking with you and forming you, that was the energy in your 12th house, okay? And whenever you're pregnant, what are you're very careful. You're making sure that you're not letting people touch your stomach. You're not, doing things that would put your pregnancy at risk. Like you're very, very protective of the pregnancy and your body, just the way that the body forms the embryo and forms the fetus in the womb is a form of protection. I want you to be that way about your goals next year, right? Protect them like a baby, okay? There's a concept before I move to the next one. What do you do, when you first have a baby? You don't let everybody touch it. You don't take it all out and, unless you're Krishan, but have it all out in the stores where everybody breathing over it with COVID and all of that. You're not letting everybody kiss it, all of that stuff. Like you're very, very protective. So that's the level of protection that I want you to have around your goals. Nobody needs to hear about what it is that you're looking to manifest next year. And the reason for that, there's a scientific reason for that. And I'll find an article to put in here for you all to check too. There's a scientific reason for that. The science behind that is when you tell people what it is that you are working on, what it is that you're doing, your body releases endorphins, okay? And you get the satisfaction, the feeling of satisfaction comes when you are telling people what it is that you're manifesting. And you subconsciously lose your drive. You lose your ambition to work towards that thing because you've already subconsciously, celebrated it. Okay. So don't tell people what it is that you're working on until we build up momentum. Okay. That's something that we're going to talk about as well. I'm not going to leave y'all hanging. We're going to learn how to build up momentum on the things that we're working on before you start telling people. This is really key. It's really, really important. And, also, so that's the scientific reason, but spiritually, there's a concept called a monitoring spirit, right? So whenever someone is casting, negative energy towards you, evil eye, or even just a cold, like a real curse or a spell or whatever, there are spirits that have to go and see if what they sent is manifesting. And if it's not, they help it to manifest. Okay, so let me give you an example. Say, for instance, somebody, wanted to stop your love life from manifesting or something like that. I don't know. And there'll be a monitoring spirit attached to somebody close to you. And this could be a parent. This could be your kids. It doesn't discriminate, right? It's just going to take whomever has the energetic compatibility to be able to carry a monitoring spirit. And this is not to say that they're a negative person, but if people are not doing a lot of cleansing, they're not in high vibrational, energy all the time, your friends that be gossiping all the time and all of that, monitoring spirits can attach to them easily. It's quite possible I have a monitoring spirit attached to me because sometimes I do be gossiping. I gotta stop that. But you know what I'm saying? So my point is, you don't want to tell people and something is listening in. And now I'm gonna give you an example. Have you ever told somebody something and everything was going great? It was like, you found this new guy and this was like the perfect match for you and everything was going great. And you told this person and all of a sudden the next time y'all talk, things was funny. And like this guy's asking you questions like, I heard you did this and that or whatever. And it's like, dang, like what happened? Like we were doing so good. And like you might just brush it off or whatever. And then you go talk to this person about something else. And then all of a sudden that starts to go, kind of crazy. And it's like, why does this keep happening? Monitoring spirits. There's a monitoring spirit probably attached to this person, and they don't mean any harm. This doesn't mean that this person is sending you the evil eye. They didn't curse you. They just are lending to having the spirit around them. And so this is why you want to be very, very careful about who you tell what it is that you're looking to do. So I think someone, it might have been H.E.R that was, typing out some of the things that she wanted to manifest. Don't do that. Not even here, right? I just want us to build up the things that we're looking to do first before putting them out there. Because once you have the momentum out there, it can't be stopped, right? It's already in motion. But it's kind of like, and this is my last analogy, and then I'm going to stop. But it's kind of like when you plant a seed. If you plant a tree, okay, you plant a tree, you put it outside. Normally, you'll put like some kind of hedge around it so that, first of all, people know it's there and it'll stop people from like stepping on it or whatnot. Because if somebody steps on it when it first starts to bud, it's going to die. But once the tree has grown and, it's like even a baby tree, it can withstand more. And once it's, fully sprouting and it's getting ready to go or whatever, you need tools to be able to break it down. Okay. And this is how I want you to look at your goals. Look at your goals like a tree that you planted, and you have to protect it until it can protect itself. Okay. So that is step number 7. Consecrate and get prepared and protect your your ritual, protect your intention setting, just get into the mindset of making sure that what it is that you do, you're prepared for and you are protected. Okay. So on the next video, we're going to talk about the actual rituals, like what you're going to do for the solstice, and kind of like how you're going to, at least the first step. We're going to talk about like the first step and then what you're going to do for the subsequent days. So we'll go through that. And yeah, that's it. Nothing else on my notes here. I appreciate y'all for joining in again, and I'll see you in the next video.